Dun, da dun, da dun, 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 dun. All right, time for another episode of Two Brothers Review because we've had some new things come out. All right, so you know the game. We have our list. I don't know his. He doesn't know mine until we give it. We'll review the new stuff as we go.
36 Hulk,
36, The Incredible Hulk.
35 Iron Man 2,
35, Thor: The Dark World.
34 Iron Man 3,
34, Doctor Strange.
33 Dark World,
33, Thor.
32 Ant-Man,
32, Iron Man 3.
31 Ant-Man and the Wasp,
31, Hawkeye.
30 Age of Ultron,
30, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
29 Thor.
29, Ms. Marvel.
Oh, you got this low?
Yeah. Okay. So, we'll start with the good. The kid is great. She was really enjoyable in this.
She really was. She did a really, really good job.
Not in the show, but I love the fact that she argued with Kevin Feige about the MCU being Earth 199999. I love that about her.
She's just as big a nerd as the rest of us.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I thought she was great. Her powers were interesting. Would have liked to have seen more of them.
Yeah, no kidding. Instead of the glimpses that we got.
Yeah. It was nice seeing a little bit of her home life. I mean, they showed a lot of it, but
They showed a lot of it. This series, I didn't really know what to think going into it. And the first few episodes, at least the first two episodes, I wasn't really interested. But then it progressively started getting better, and then that drop in the sixth episode was great.
Yeah, I think her character is good. Her powers are interesting. Man, again, they spent so much with her home life and everything. It's like, I get you're introducing a new character, but there's pacing issues here.
Yeah, this one kind of fell short.
Yeah, I definitely could have done without the whole bringing feminism to Islam side plot. It's like, what? Why are we doing this?
It's like explore the suit. Something that bugs me is that they kind of changed how she got her powers from the bangle. You know?
Yeah, is it the bangle or is it her mutation? What's going on there? And then I don't know. And then look, I love history and everything, but trying to make it into our partition documentary about how the British were so terrible and divided everybody, as if Hindus and Muslims have been having problems with India for hundreds of years before that. It's just wokeness was a little much.
That episode where she was in the past wasn't really necessary.
Yeah,
It
was a good concept. I just feel like
it fell short.
They just trying to do too much. Whereas I just wanted a good good superhero. So I wanted to see her using her diamond fist to punch bad guys.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to see that.
Like that's what we all thought they were going to do from the first episode.
Yeah,
but just yeah.
I mean, and I like what you pointed out. The fight at the train station was like, wait, this is the most populous city in the 5th most populous country in the world. There's nobody at this major train station while they're having the fight.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's like, why are movies like this? So, yeah, anyway, I have Ms. Marvel at 29.
28 Guardians 2.
28 Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
27 Homecoming.
27 Ant-Man and the Wasp.
26 Eternals.
26 What If Season 1.
25 Falcon and Winter Soldier.
25 Eternals.
24 What If.
24 Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know that we really need a fourth Thor movie per se. I mean, it was enjoyable for what it was, but I feel like
it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it seemed like they weren't really sure where they wanted to go from here and everything. It's like, I don't know. It's nice seeing the other mythological characters. Like the cameo from Bast and everything.
Yeah, I did like the mythological characters or the Greek mythology characters that they brought into it. That was a really cool aspect of it. What I didn't think about until after I saw the movie and I was scrolling through TikTok, this whole movie is from Korg's perspective.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because if you think about it, at the beginning of the movie, after we see the introduction of Gore, Korg's telling a story around the campfire.
Yeah.
So it's Korg's perspective. That's why the weapons head were so moody.
Yeah, and the missed major opportunity here. Easiest casting decision ever. You could have brought Victoria Justice into the MCU. Cast her as Aphrodite. Easiest thing ever. Just saying. Just love you, Victoria.
I just didn't. It's not that this movie wasn't necessary, but it just didn't really seem necessary.
Yeah. I could have used more Guardians, because that's the thing
Yeah.
about Endgame. Thor took off with the Guardians, and he's done with them the first
20 minutes
Yeah.
of the movie. Yeah, like what's that about? Like, come on, guys.
I mean, I like that they gave Thor its Ghost from Mythology. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, those guys were funny. Those guys were really, really funny.
And again, some of the wokeness was a little much. I mean, to the point where you're retconning stuff, like in Ragnarok, Korg says no one showed up to his revolution except for his mom and her boyfriend. Now suddenly his species is all male and reproduces asexually. So that happened. So let's move on. Like what you mentioned of the weapons having a love triangle. Like, okay, so these weapons are sentient and get jealous of people using other weapons.
like I said, I think that was just the thing that Core was exaggerating in his storytelling. So
Yeah, we finally get Eternity, some major character in the MCU, and
Infinity.
yeah,
Eternity. Eternity. You're right.
And he's a genie. He grants you. Well, he's Shenron.
I
His whole movie was to summon Shenron, get your one wish.
Guess so. Natalie Portman, great.
Yes.
She was really, really good as the Mighty Thor.
Mhm.
Valkyrie didn't really have an arc, I guess, in this movie. She was just kind of there.
She was kind of underused.
Yeah. Hopefully in the next Thor that they use. Christian Bale was great.
Yeah.
Christian Bale was great as Gore the God Butcher.
Yes. Just sad this is after Endgame because Iron Man would have called him Voldemort.
Oh, easily. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I like that they brought back Natalie Portman one last time, or is it one last time? So like,
I think she'll come back as a Valkyrie, like in the comics.
Yes, like so Valhalla is real. So I want to see. I would like to have explored more of that. Like Tamara told us in Moon Knight, there are different afterlives.
Yeah.
And so now,
Which we got to see one of them in Moon Knight, and then
now we see the Viking.
now we see Valhalla.
Yeah, so it's nice seeing Heimdall again, even if it's just a post-credit scene.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were expecting Loki, but well, he's getting his own second season, so he'll be back. He'll be back after Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Big positive for this movie though, it was pretty dang funny.
It was hilarious. It was
She-
probably the funniest MCU movie we've gotten.
It is certainly up there. Yeah, I did think it was really funny. So it was real enjoyable from that perspective. But yeah, again, I don't know what I was expecting, but I still feel like I don't know. I feel like
It wasn't
well,
necessary.
it wasn't what I
Wasn't
wasn't
what we were
expecting. It was, but I still didn't get what I was expecting. So
Yeah.
I know it doesn't make sense. I just
It felt rushed.
it did. It was only 119 minutes, and that includes the full press and everything.
Yeah,
So
I guess
one of the shortest movies we have.
I guess they told Taika Waititi that it had to be under 2 hours. So
let the man direct.
yeah, no kidding. That would have been. I know a lot of Gore the God Butcher scenes were cut out, which I would have loved to have seen more of him.
Yeah.
So
Would like to see, because we saw Sif, and then the next year again she gets her arm cut. So I would have liked to see Sif's fight with Yor.
yeah,
Like,
And
she's an underused character.
they have to go to the Shadow Realm. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, come on. And him using the kids in the final battle, like
yeah, give them the power of Thor.
momentary.
with her buddy as the.
That caught me off guard.
It's funny.
It's funny, but it definitely caught me off guard.
But I don't know that it works for the situation. I don't know. Again, these are opinions. So even though I have objectively correct opinions, you might disagree with my correct opinions. So, yeah. As you can see from his ranking, he disagrees with my correct opinions. So
Yeah, I do have it ranked a little bit higher, but I do agree.
all right. So I had Thor: Love and Thunder at 24.
24 I would have. 23 The Avengers.
23 Iron Man 2.
22 Captain America.
22 Black Widow.
21 Hawkeye.
21 Ant Man.
20 Far From Home.
20 Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
19 Doctor Strange.
19 Loki Season 1.
18 Captain Marvel.
18 WandaVision.
17 WandaVision.
17 Black Panther.
16 Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
So there's not a whole lot else I want to touch up on. I am excited to see Hercules in the future. That's going to be really fun to see. Brett Goldstein. I don't know how I really feel about the casting choice. But I like we talked about before. This is similar to like a God of War type thing, where at the end of God of War, you kill Odin in the most recent God of War, and in the post credits scene of the game, Thor standing right outside Kratos' house. So it's kind of similar to that, if you will, in a sense, which is ironic because Thor killed Zeus. And we did get to see a glimpse of the Celestials.
Yes, we did.
So the Eternals are there, but they just weren't there.
I did love how Zeus steps out from behind the podium and he has the Fustanella. It's like, they made that Greek god Greek.
And apparently Thor got back tattoos.
Yeah, that
was interesting.
You flick too hard.
Yeah, that's all I did like the exploration of their relationship too.
Yeah.
Of the backstory of their relationship. So
yeah, I love this Thor said he based so much of what he does off of what says.
Yeah. And then he killed him.
Yeah.
Supposedly killed him.
Yeah, killed him.
Yeah, not much else to talk about for Love and Thunder.
All right. Okay, so 16, Captain Marvel.
15, Guardians 1.
15, Moon Knight Season 1.
14, Black Widow.
14, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
13, Ms. Marvel. Not much else more to touch upon. I do like that they are starting to incorporate the X-Men. I do want to touch up on the Marvels. I did read that they confirmed that it was going to be a musical. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about Brie Larson singing and dancing, or Imani Vellani, or Black Bolt. What the hell is Black Bolt going to do?
Disney is doing a live-action Hercules remake.
I did see
so that. If the Marvels is an MCU musical, that live-action Hercules remake could be the MCU Hercules. Huh?
No.
Huh?
I don't think it's going to be like that.
Well, Matt Pat says so.
I did notice that Brie Larson got another new hairstyle. She has little braids. And they did transport each other's spots.
Yeah.
Like I said, I told you before, I think Captain Marvel may have found the other bangle and touched it, and they swapped. So that's what I'm thinking for that one.
All right. So I had 13 Thor Ragnarok.
12 Black Panther.
12 Guardians of the Galaxy.
11 Thor Ragnarok.
11 Iron Man.
10 Iron Man.
10 Captain America: The First Avenger.
9 Loki.
9 The Avengers.
8 Moon Knight.
8 Avengers: Age of Ultron.
7 Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
7 Spider-Man: Homecoming.
6 Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
6 Spider-Man: Far From Home.
5 Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
5 Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
4 Avengers Endgame.
4 Captain America: Civil War.
3 Captain America: Civil War.
3 Spider-Man: No Way Home.
2 Avengers Infinity War.
2 Avengers: Infinity War.
1 Spider-Man: No Way Home.
1 Avengers: Endgame.
So I do want to touch up on something on Spider-Man: No Way Home. I am excited to see the extended cut that's coming out in September, the more fun version or whatever it's called. So I'm hoping we're getting that Toby versus Goblin scene on the glider.
Yeah.
So that would be fun.
Yeah. What a great movie that was.
Oh, such a good time.
All right. Okay, so per usual, we will do the magic of math and come back with our combined rankings.
A few moments later.
Okay, I did the math, so here are the combined rankings. 36, shocker, The Incredible Hulk.
Bad movie.
35, Thor, The Dark World.
Bad movie.
34, Iron Man 3. 33, Thor. 32 and 31, tie between Ant-Man and the Wasp and Iron Man 2. 30, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 29, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 27, 28, tie between Doctor Strange and Ant-Man. 26, Hawkeye. 25, Eternals. 24, What If. 23, Ms. Marvel. 22, Thor, Love and Thunder. 21, Ultron. 20, Black Widow. 17 through 19, tied between WandaVision, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man: Homecoming. 15, 16, tied between The Avengers and Captain America: The First Avenger. 14, Black Panther. 13, Loki Season 1. 12, Guardians of the Galaxy. 10 and 11 is a tie between Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man Far From Home. 9 is Thor Ragnarok. 8 is Moon Knight. 7, Iron Man. 6, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. 5, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. 4, Captain America Civil War. 3, Avengers Endgame. 1 and 2 is a tie between Spider-Man No Way Home and Avengers Infinity War.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So, as you know, as long as there's more Marvel, there will be more Two Bros Review. And will be more Two Bros Review about things besides Marvel. So, stay tuned.